Hi, my name's Isaac, and this is a roughly 2005 to 2008, I think, John Deere Gator. And today, I'm going to tell you guys why the Gator is the best pickup truck ever built, despite not having doors or a windshield or being able to be legally driven on the road. Okay, let me give you guys some context. So I am currently doing my college internship for the summer at this camp. And as we prepare for the campers to arrive, I've been doing a lot of landscaping and using the camp's Gator. And I've grown very fond of it over the last week. And I had an off day today, so I decided, well, why don't I film a video review of it? And plus, this is the only pickup truck type thing that the camp has. Okay, that's not entirely true. There is the camp work truck. But I mean, to be fair, I have served at this camp for 4 years, and that Sonoma has proved itself time and again to be very bulletproof. Definitely not physically bulletproof, but it has still held up over many, many years of camp use. Maybe someday we'll review that. Anyway, I am super excited to show you guys this Gator, so without further ado, let's get started. Now, I've never reviewed a farming utility vehicle before. I imagine that's what you'd classify one of these things as. So I'm going to review this like I would a regular pickup truck, as I normally do. I did not plan any of this out in advance, so we're just going to wing it for this video. Anyway, starting out here up front, you are going to get headlights on the Gator, which is really nice. If you have a larger property and it starts to get dark out, you do have that capability. Then you'll get your John Deere badge here in the center. And then moving up to the A pillars, there is a passenger side grab handle, but there is no driver's side grab handle. And that got me wondering why. Because most modern mid-size pickup trucks forego that driver's side grab handle for safety concerns with the airbags in that A-pillar. But spoiler alert, there's no airbags in this. So I don't know why they don't include that. So John Deere decided to skimp on the airbags. They did do the next best thing in safety though. They added warning stickers absolutely everywhere in here. There's one back here, there's one right on the front dash, there's one next to that, there's one in the passenger footwell in the front, and one in the passenger footwell at the rear. I guess that saves them in court if somebody flips one of these things and gets injured. They could say, hey, we told them not to do it. We told them there were stickers everywhere. They could not have missed the stickers. Anyway, on the interior, is this the interior of it? I mean, there's no, we put a roof on. The camp added this roof section. That didn't come from the factory, though I imagine maybe at some point that could have been an option. I think for the newer Gators it is. But this area of the Gator is fairly sparse, which is to be expected, though there is some nice amenities in here. You do get a 12-volt outlet to charge your phone if you want. Then there is your headlight button right there, and then your 4-wheel and 2-wheel drive controls. And then below that, you have a couple of cup holders, some nice storage, and then it's a traditional automatic shifter here. And then you do have your locker right next to that. So if you want to choose a center locker, you can do that. And then you have parking brakes. This does have seat belts, so that is a nice safety feature as well. And then on the other side, you do have your choke pull right there. Colder start days, that's nice to have. But let's get to the main event. This is the thing I really, really wanted to show you guys on the Gator, and I think that all pickup trucks should include this. And now onto the main event, which is made more dramatic by the fact that it's pouring rain right now. Thank you, God. Everybody knows that anything is made more dramatic when it's pouring rain. So this particular Gator is powered by a 4-cycle 400cc engine. That translates to about 43 to 50 horsepower that this Gator can make. Now, accessing the engine is a little unique in this, and it also offers a dual function with the bed. So obviously you can put all the stuff you want in the bed, power tools, mulch, anything back here, but if you get to your job site and want to dump it, you can pull this up, and this also functions as a dump truck, and it gives you access to your engine if you want to work on it. I just have one question. Why isn't every pickup truck also a dump truck? Sometimes, on cloudy, rainy days like these, I'll walk outside, look to the sky, and wonder to myself, how is it that every dump truck is technically also a pickup truck? Yet, every pickup truck is not also a dump truck. Anyway, if you want to put the bed back down, you can just lift this up, and then it slides back into place. Pretty cool. And yes, in reality, I know there'd be a lot of overhead involved in making pickup trucks into dump trucks from the factory, but as someone who landscapes a lot and moves a lot of mulch, topsoil, and small stone, I know for me personally, it would be super convenient if my Tacoma could just back up and drop off all that stuff without me having to hurt my back continually shoveling it out at that strange angle. So, I don't know, it's just something I thought of, and you guys know me. If I think of something, I'm going to include it in a video. Moving to the rear here, I'm not a huge fan of this tailgate. I know it was probably easier to do this design than to have just a center grab, but how you open it up is you push this in, that unlatches, and it unlatches, and then you pull it down. That obviously not very stable, but it gets the job done. And this isn't a very deep bed. This is probably 8 to 10 inches deep. And I believe I did some research online. I think this is 4 feet by 4 feet, something like that. Specifications for these Gators are so hard to find online because John Deere makes so many different models, and I cannot find a sticker anywhere that says the exact model year and name of this particular one. But nevertheless, I carried on and we will do this review, and I am absolutely positive there will be somebody in the comment section that is like super John Deere fan 58, and he's going to be like, I'll tell you exactly what model year that Gator is, and here's all the technical specs. And I absolutely look forward to hearing that because I would love to know better specifications on this because I could not find it in my internet research. Anyway, putting the liftgate back up here, it is a little bit more difficult on this one because it's old and bent, and so you really got to like lean into it to have that clasp up. Another mostly John Deere logo on the back here, and then you do have a tow hitch, which is pretty nifty. Let's take this thing for a spin. All right, so this is gonna be the worst driving segment I've ever filmed because obviously there's no cabin dampening noise inside of the Gator. So it is loud, and it's also raining on me, but you know, this thing is so much fun to drive. There's no power steering. I don't know if there ever was, but it's not here anymore. And you know, it's just a great zippy little vehicle to run around a camp or a large property with. I mean, this camp, I was talking to the director, bought this particular Gator, I believe in about 2008. And so they've used it ever since, and it's served them quite well. And it still runs great. You know, it's dinged up and beat up in some areas, but I mean, it's held up. It works, and the engine works, and it all runs well, and that's what's important. And I think that these John Deeres hold up pretty great, and I love it. It's such a cool vehicle. It looks cool, and it can get in places that a normal pickup truck wouldn't be able to get to. So that's why I love it. You know, I've as I mentioned, been running around this camp a lot with different activities and landscaping duties preparing for the campers to arrive. And I have my Tacoma here, but this Gator has proved much more useful because it can get up on some of the trails and the paths that my Tacoma just couldn't get on, and it's a lot quicker to just run and fill up, and it's just so convenient. And so I totally get why people get these Gators for backwoods properties and for hunting and uses and stuff like this at camp, because it truly is a really cool multi-purpose vehicle. That is going to conclude my wacky video on this John Deere Gator. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you could hit the like button and subscribe, that would really, really help my channel out quite a bit. And I am a Christian, so if you have any prayer requests, feel free to leave those in the comment section in addition to any other regular comments. And I like to do a weekly Bible verse. This week's is John 14:1. Let not your hearts be troubled. Believe in God and believe also in me. I'll see you next time, guys. Take care.